Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Manning. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. The Longhorns have a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no...
Gashes him in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Quarterback may change this route. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. All by himself down the middle. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins!
And how about aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Manning. And that one's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
UCLA 7, Texas 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back open in the middle. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got him. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the completion to the sideline. A solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll leave it with him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
UCLA 14, Texas 10.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Rush is on him. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Manning. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll knock him down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Buys a little extra time. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it! He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. The Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
It's complete to the right. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and